Today we're going to be talking about different ways you can display your minerals. If you're like me and you like rocks, it's easy to accumulate a lot of them. So then the question is, what do you do with all of them? Well, one of the most obvious ways is to display them in a curio case, like we have here. Curio cases also light up, and they look really cool in the evening. Another nice way to display your minerals is on windowsills, because when the sunlight comes and lights up the translucent minerals, it really brings them to life. But you have to be careful because some minerals will fade over time with light, like amethyst, rose quartz, fluorite, celestite. A lot of these minerals, smoky quartz, can fade over time, so you might not want to put those in the window, although sometimes you could get lucky and they don't fade. But the other thing you have to watch out for is if you have cats, you'll have to get used to picking them up off the floor all the time because cats like to knock things off. So here we have some minerals that we've put on our windowsill. You can see right now the sun is lighting them up really nicely. Another great place to display your minerals is on your desk near your computer. Well, one of the first things you want to put there are the rocks that help protect you against EMF, which is the negative electromagnetic energies that are coming off of computers. The other nice thing is that they're handy, so you get to pick them up and you get to play with them while you're working or while you're talking on the phone, and you can harness their healing energies just by playing with them and holding them. And you get to enjoy them more because you're at your desk a lot, and so you get to look at them and play with them. Another great way to display your minerals is on your altar. Now, if you meditate in front of your altar, you'll have easy access to your tools. And if you want to empower, give gratitude, charge up anything on your altar, this is a great place to place your crystals and will aid in your endeavor. The other great thing you could do with translucent stones is light them up at night. There's a bunch of different ways you can do that, like with lamps, candles, lighted stands, and like I showed you before, the lighted curio case. Here's a few different stones that were made into candle holders. This is a beautiful piece of rough amethyst. Here's one of my favorites. It's a big old quartz crystal. It really lights up nicely. And here's a cut and polished calcite. You have to be careful though, because sometimes when you light the candles, they leave a black thing on the candle holder, and so, but it comes right off with rubbing alcohol, so that's not a problem. And then word of advice is to use tea candles because they come in this little metal container and they just pop right out when you're done, as opposed to having to dig the wax out if you didn't use one of those. Another great way is with stone lamps. Here's a beautiful piece I picked up in Brazil where they put the crystals all together in this beautiful lamp with this mossy looking thing. It's very unique. And then here's a salt crystal lamp, which has been really popular in the last few years. And one of the reasons it's popular, besides its beautiful glow, is that it's a natural air purifier. When it's lit up, when it's heated up from the lamp, it emits negative ions, which naturally purifies the air. Here's a lighted display stand that's great for slabs. Here's a beautiful slab of Brazilian agate that has something called turtleback, which is when the bands are very close together and it creates this wavy thing, wavy pattern. That's very collectible for people that like to collect agate. Here's a beautiful dyed blue agate slab. Some people don't like the colored ones, but a lot of people do. So here's another way. They're light boxes, and they're available in white and with a hole for a sphere and egg. Anyway, there's a flat one, and here's a beautiful onyx bowl from Argentina. Lights up, it's translucent. Here's a pretty slab of fluorite from China, rainbow fluorite. Some of the best we've ever had in 25 years. Here's one of my favorites, pink tourmaline and quartz, rubellite. Beautiful fluorite octahedron. big one. And here's a quartz kitty cat that we used to manifest our cat that we have at home here named Moxie.